Greetings, guys. Welcome back here. JJ from School of Trade. Happy Tuesday morning to you guys. Well, it's about lunchtime right now, just afternoon Eastern time. Boy, sloppy Tuesday morning. I'll tell you what, we had a lot of news that came out early in the session. Got things really moving around well today. Had a pretty good day in our live trade room today. It doesn't matter whether we're trending or sideways. Guys, if you need a strategy for trading a sideways range or a trending day, join our free trial. Come out and see me in the live trade room, and we trade all of these, whether it be sideways, slop and chop, trending markets. This morning, we picked up on a very strong dollar index correlation clue, and I want to talk a little bit about the dollar correlation this morning. But before I get started, I want to remind you, whether you're a free trial member, beginner, intermediate, or advanced, again, don't forget, our free trial is packed with a ton of knowledge about our trading strategy. And you're also going to get a new perk now. Now, as a member of School of Trade, when you log into your course materials and you scroll down, this is, of course, is available for trial members as well. I want you to see that in the beginners section, that's right, we've added some perks to all of the membership levels. Now, this will be available for your free trial. It's available to the beginners, the intermediates, and the advanced. Doesn't matter what level of membership you grab. Guys, every morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Time, we're publishing our morning newsletter. A newsletter, huh? Well, what is in this newsletter? Talks about the news for the day. Okay, that's nothing special. But we then go into dollar correlation, crude oil strategy, euro strategy, gold strategy, Russell strategy. Now, we define every morning what our plan is going to be for that day. The morning newsletter has our entire plan written up and put in an easy-to-use format. The reason why I work so hard to put together a morning newsletter is because that's personally the prep that I'm doing, and I know that it's very valuable to all of my students in our live trade room. Now, of course, as a beginner member, you won't get access to our live trade room. Only the advanced members get into the live trade room. But in all reality, though, that's a great place to start your career. So check out the morning newsletter. It's available for everybody, trial, beginner, intermediate, all the way up to advanced. You advanced members, you guys get everything. Now, in that morning newsletter this morning, we had a few charts that were posted. Let's take a look at the gold charts here that were posted this morning. This was the chart that was posted this morning at 8 o'clock in the morning before we ever took our first trade this morning. And I want you guys to see here that we use this dollar correlation, right? The dollar correlation. Now, we spoke about this morning with Marty at Traders Audio on the Crude Oil broadcast. Check the YouTube page for that. But here we found a big bull channel this morning on the dollar. Remember this? This big, there's a lot of lines on it right now, but it didn't look like this earlier this morning. We found a big bull channel. What that tells us now is that price is moving higher on the dollar. What should happen to gold, euro, Russell, and crude? It should move lower. Absolutely. So the first thing we saw this morning, this is the first paragraph in the morning newsletter this morning, was that we had a bullish clue on the dollar. Now remember, we've talked about this before. If I give you dollars, you give me gold. If I give you euro, you give me dollars, right? It's a fundamental negative correlation. So when the dollar's jumping, we're looking short on the gold this morning, and that's exactly what we did today on gold. You'll notice here that gold this morning had a relatively sloppy beginning of the morning, but then just like clockwork began to tumble. Now, as we normally do, we're looking for reversals in these reversal zones. Well, we discounted the reversal zones this morning on the euro and the gold because of that dollar correlation. So you can see here the reversal zone number 1, right? That's going to hold. That give you a reversal trade number 1. And then, of course, we're just about to see the reversal complete, and you know we'll be buying pullbacks once we see a 5-minute candle close back above that zone again. So look for a 5-minute candle close to be able to get long as we go back higher. Again, this morning, though, we used the dollar index correlation. It was typed up with the morning newsletter this morning and printed out before 8 o'clock. That way you knew exactly how to trade gold this morning. All you gold traders out there staying short on gold, you did some great profit this morning. Let's take a look at crude now. Crude oil was a little bit too easy. If you followed the morning prep this morning, if you looked at that morning newsletter this morning, again, everybody has access to it. We knew the high percentage trades would be short. Why was that again? Because of the dollar correlation. So right when we got up into this reversal zone, this is as easy as pie right here. Selling the highs of that reversal zone, guys. Again, we talked about the dollar being bullish. We saw that dollar just spike. It was easy for us here to look to get short as we came out of that reversal zone. That's one winning trade for you, courtesy of the morning newsletter. And then now we go into the reversal zone, and then whoop, as soon as we fail to go lower, bounce back up. Now you might be saying, but Joe, didn't you say to go short? You're absolutely right. We knew the highest percentage trades, that means the highest likelihood of a winning trade using that dollar correlation, was going to be short today. Doesn't mean, though, that we can't, once we collect our profit at the bottom of the range, now we're trading with house money. Feel free to get in, trade a little bit smaller size here as you buy the lows of that range. That's 2 for 2 here this morning on crude. Had a great opportunity on gold, great opportunity on crude. What else we got next here? How about the euro? We got any euro traders out there? Yeah, whether you're trading Forex or futures. Now, I'll tell you right now, I could close my eyes on the euro right now, and I could hit the short button. Once we saw that dollar correlation coming true this morning, it was relatively easy. The key was sticking to the sell side. Now, you'll notice we definitely did see a few bounces, right? But trying to buy while that dollar was going higher, I'll tell you, boy, look at the size of those candlestick wicks. They really made for a challenging environment. In our live trade room, we were focused on selling short this morning using our morning newsletter, using the dollar index correlation, and as you can see here, guys, plenty of opportunity there to stick to the short side on the euro. So again, morning newsletter, making sure we have everything under control, again, putting together a plan before we started the day today. Last but not least, we can't forget about the mighty mini Russell. The mini Russell gave us 3 easy selling opportunities this morning. There's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. Each one of them coming up into the reversal zone, short. Up into the reversal zone, short. Up into the reversal zone, short. It may even give us a fourth one here. Now, be careful though. Waves come in 3s. So we know this next one now is probably going to break out and keep going higher. The Russells had a horrible time with this previous high of day today. That's ultimately what's giving it a little bit of resistance there at the top. But again, dollar correlation, dollars jumping. We knew the high percentage trades this morning would be to the sell side. And again, as always, we put together a plan before we took our very first trade this morning. It's published in our morning newsletter. And guys, I can't emphasize enough how valuable our free trial is, how valuable our membership is. If you're a brand new trader out there, guys, I'll tell you, trial and error for a new trader is really expensive. It took me 3.5 years, over $100,000 in blown accounts and frustration. I'll tell you, trial and error is not the way to go, guys. We all know that if you're running a new business, if you're not an expert in that business, you've got to find a mentor. Right? When I opened up my first hedge fund many years ago, I paid a mentor. When I learned to trade, there were no mentors. They didn't have anything back then besides books, right? So I'm a big proponent of our free trial. During that free trial, I'm going to invite you to come out and join me in the live trade room in the afternoon, right? We're going to welcome all the trial members in the afternoon session. Come out and see me in our open house. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys on that next open house call. Join as a trial member, beginner, intermediate, or advanced. Everybody gets their hands on the morning newsletter, and we'll see you guys here tomorrow, same time, same place, 23 hours and 30 minutes from now. Adios, amigos. Bye-bye for now.